A song about two of my heroes, like Carlene used to. My new record was written out in Sequoia National Park when I was the artist in residence out there 3 years ago. And one day I was down among the sequoia groves in a grove called the Colonel Charles Young Grove. And Colonel Charles Young was the first African American to graduate from West Point, and then he became the first African American to become commissioned colonel in the United States Army. He ended his career at Sequoia National Park as the first African American commandant, head ranger of the national park. And the Colonel Young Grove, which was centered around the Colonel Young tree, it's named after him. He actually saved at gunpoint. There were some thugs, some lumberjack thugs that were going to cut down the grove. And he showed up, just him and a couple of pistols against, about 100 of these lumberjacks with chains and knives and guns. And he stood them down, and he saved this grove. So they named us after him. So I was sitting there grooving on this incredible story, right, of Colonel Young and what he did. And I said, man, I got to write a song now, but I didn't quite feel comfortable enough to write it about Colonel Young, so I decided to write it about, one of my heroes and folks that I've sort of stood on their shoulders, and folks that don't get enough credit for what they did for American music, and of course that is the Ramones. The song happened really fast. It was easy to write because I had my own experiences with the Ramones. The first Jason the Nashville Scorchers tour outside of small clubs in the Midwest and South was opening for the Ramones in Texas in 1982. And my golly, folks, we learned so much. Mostly how to dodge beer bottles. Wow, I've never seen that many bottles thrown at one time. 2,000 folks in those rooms, and all of them could throw well. It was an amazing thing. They all must have been some sort of cousins of Nolan Ryan. So I wrote a song about it. Yeah, man. This is the only song in the world that has the words Ramones and God in the title. This is a song I debuted right here 2 years ago. Anybody hear that story? I don't sing it any better than I did that night. This is called God Bless the Ramones. Well, in the spring of '82, I got a call from this New York dude. He had heard of the National Scorchers, busting doors and lighting torches. This guy offered us a Texas tour, guaranteed to make us less obscure. It was opening for the Ramones, you see, in the Texas state of Missouri. Though we had no master plan, no amps at work, or a running band, we said yes and away we went. With $50 past due rent, we drove to Beaumont, Texas first, where college punks would quench their thirst. On bands like Killing Joke and Black Flag, and bartenders all in drag. God bless the Ramones. They never made much money. Most folks either hated them or thought that they were funny. God bless the Ramones. They never sold their souls to U.S. corporate radio and all that it controlled. We met, Jeff couldn't afford bass strings yet, so Dee Dee gave him extra strings, some Ryder beer, and chicken wings. Then we opened up the show. There was so much we didn't know. Those Texas punks bombarded us with bottles of beer and vile stuff. God bless the Ramones. They never made much money. Most folks either hated them or thought that they were funny. God bless the Ramones. They never sold their
first band to take it in or make a stand. In all those years and all those miles, they barely spoke and they rarely smiled. 10,000 shows they got it through. For a small group of us who knew they were the first and they're still the best. To truly stand the punk rock test. God bless the Ramones. They never make much money. Most folks